fish those enigma rods are really good. Aaron designed most of those rods.
Yeah, I've been watching the Mississippi. You catch them off the Frog, Mississippi River. I noticed you was in a lot of shade, up in the shade.
Well, see, that's where all
Frogging.
the frogs went to.
In the shade.
This is what happened in that whole deal. Like, so when we started off, the water was creeping up, getting higher and higher and higher. Well, what happened was all them frogs are out there kind of on dry land. Well, they started going to the highest places in that deal, which was in them trees. You know, those trees was the highest. I could look out through there and tell you where they all are. I mean, it was you know, and I learned that from Bugs Island, you know, fishing bugs, and so I just started, you know, I'd let the water get up, and then the last day of practice, I was like, you know, maybe I got something going, I don't know, you know, I had right many bites, and I rolled in there with probably about an hour left of practice. And it was pretty good.
Yeah.
About every other cast one would blow up on it, so you know, that was the whole deal. And then I just kind of followed, stayed with them the whole time during the tournament. And a lot of times, you know, I can call and tell you that, hey, yeah, fishing's pretty good, you know. Well, until we really get out there and settle down and get to going fishing, I mean, that's why, you know, we really know kind of what's going on. But it's just one of them deals where you just got to stay with them, and that's the whole deal, you know. I mean, one-day tournaments, I don't know how to fish a one-day tournament anymore.
Right.
You know, and that's the whole problem with the whole situation. Like, people say, well, Darren, you know, you come down there and fish, and you know, you do good, you come in 4th or 5th or whatever in a one-day deal, but what if we went back out the next day? That's when I'm gonna get you, you know. So
yeah.
Like I said, I don't know how to fish those one day.
What are you talking about? 50, 60 pound braid with that frog? 30?
I'll go 65.
Whoa, that's some heavy line. I've never went that heavy, man. I've only went up to 30. It's the most I've went to.
Like when I'm flipping grass or bushes or whatever, 65. I don't want no chance, you know.
Right. But I mean, around here where I fish at, you don't really have the, you know, the terrain that you really have to get them up out of like that.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm right on Lake Chesn, so I'm very familiar with Chesn.
Chesn's a good lake.
It is. It is. My buddy just caught a monster out of there this past year. You might probably know him, Carl Sadler, 11-2. 11-2, that's a big bass.
Yeah, that's a giant.
You know, if you put in that Whippernock and you sign the book, you're in for the big bass for that day.
Yeah.
So if you catch a monster bass and you weigh it in, you get that pot. But you have to sign that book to get the money for the big bass pot. And of course, he got it with the 11 pound, 2 ounce. But so as far as I know, you have to have something bigger than an 11-2 to get the pot now. Right?
For the year, yeah.
Yeah, for the year. And then it starts again. Yeah. But the biggest bass I've ever caught, and I've been fishing since I was a kid, is no more than 8 pounds.
Yeah.
And let me tell you why I think that is. A lot of people nowadays don't have the knowledge to know that you don't have to take the bass out the water to mount it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. But they don't have the knowledge, so I caught a 10 pounder. I'm gonna get this thing mounted, and they take it out, and that fish is dead.
Yeah.
Not to be, I support catch and release, and I always will. And if they had the knowledge to say, and they knew that, you know, you can mount it just by taking pictures and measurements, and you can release it. You can still mount it.
Yeah.
And somebody else could catch the fish again.
Yeah.
Only because they didn't have that knowledge to know that. They didn't know that.
This is the way I look at it. The good Lord put brim and crappie. That's why there's so many in abundance of them. You can never hurt them. You can never catch it. No. That's the fish that you need to eat. You know,
right.
It'd be like me going out, if you were owning a lawn care business, and me going out and spraying Roundup on your grass. If you can't cut it, you can't make money. If I can't catch it, I can't make money.
Facts. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and that's the way I look at bass. You know, that's why, like, I can't tell you the last time I kept a bass. like, all right, so I got a pond over in Charles City. It's like 60 foot deep out in the middle. It's a big gravel pit, and I mean, it's loaded. Like, I go over there to drop shot, and, you know, that's how I learned how to read a depth finder and, you know, do all that stuff where I'm out there in the middle. So me and Sherry went over there the other day, and I caught one. It was like 40 foot deep. I dropped on him on a shaky head, dropped 40 foot deep, and he gets it. Well, I hooked, it's like a 4.5 pounder. Well, when I reeled him up, you know, I fought him so long because he pulled so hard. Well, it was air bladder buck, but I didn't have my needle with me, for one thing.
Fizzing.
To fizz him. So I threw him in the live well, and he's swimming upside down. I filled my live wells up. I drove all the way home. I had my needle here. So I got a little pond right down the street here that the kids fish in all the time. I fizzed him, went down there, turned him loose.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I just don't have the heart to kill one anymore. Now, crappie, if I had 100 right now, I'd clean 100, we'd fry 100. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way,
yeah.
You know, that I believe. But
that's the way I am too.
It's one of them deals, but you know.
But a lot of people don't understand that. You know, why are you releasing that fish? Why? You know, I have my own YouTube channel now. Okay, I started it last Christmas. Go figure, December 25th. So it's not quite a year yet. And all these people are commenting, why are you letting that fish go? Why are you letting that fish go? I cannot believe you're letting that fish go. Man, you could put him in a frying pan. And like, we got two different mindsets, obviously. And I try to explain to them, you know, I like to catch the fish again. You know, and most of the places I'm fishing, you know, you say gravel pits. We got a place called the Gravel Pits in Sussex. You know, they're contained. They're not going nowhere. And you can catch them again. And they just don't understand that it's so fun to be able to catch that same fish again, you know. Yep. But they don't understand that. They're just talking about, you know, catch and eat it. And I just don't do that. I can't do that. I'm for the sport. Same thing with deer. If I'm gonna kill a deer, I'm gonna eat everything on it. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, you know, there's just different mindsets, I guess. Yep. You know what I mean? It's all who you are, I guess.
Different, you know,
they are.
They always have the same opinion. But
I don't like to speak for somebody else.
Me neither. Like, you know, we'll have to get together. Hopefully before it gets too cold, we'll go to Chesney or something. We'll make you a little YouTube video or something.
Hey, man, you can ride with me or I can ride with you. We both got Rangers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't care. We'll go do something.
Yeah, man.
Bring a couple rods and go over there and just have a, you know, free-for-all. Go out there and have a good time. But it's, like I said, I enjoy it, you know, and that's what Sherry always talks to me about. You know, she's like, you know, how do you do it day in and day out? Well, first of all, in the tournament series and stuff like that, the Elite Series or MLF or FLW Tour or whatever we fish, you know, we're competitors. You know, competition is what drives us. You know, and then when I get home, I love fishing, so I just do it for fun. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole deal. What people don't understand. You know, you can say that, hey, man, you got an awesome career, you got an awesome life, you get to do whatever. Dude, it's not all, you know, it's not all cherries on the whole deal.
Right.
Like you, first of all, you're gone from your family for a while. You know what I'm saying? You know, a week at a time here.
I'm not going to say a truck driver, but yeah. Like, go ahead.
Yeah, the same.
Yeah.
You know, the same kind of deal. You're gone for a thing, and then you know nothing's guaranteed in our sport. When I leave here, I'm not guaranteed to get a check. You know what I'm saying? I have to prove, you know, that, you know, whatever. So yeah, it's a great deal once you kind of establish yourself and you get going. But until you do that, it's not the cracked up life that it seems to be, you know. And granted, I was stubborn back in the day. My dad owned his own business. I could have took over my dad's footing business and lived in a whatever kind of house I wanted to. Probably had whatever land I wanted to. But no, I chose to be a bass fisherman. And granted, I have done, you know, I've done well for myself and my family, and I can support my family. Every year we don't have to really worry about nothing because of great sponsors as far as Quicksilver, Livingston, you know, Lawrence, I mean, all the way down that boat right there. You know, that's what helps us so much. And like I said before, I thank every one of them every time I get up there. You know, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to do that. But for the average person that sees all that stuff and they're like, oh my God, man, he gets to go out and go fish for a living. Yeah, well, come try it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's just one of them things, but you know, it's like I said, it's a fun time, and I enjoy it. You know, I mean, but the competition is what drives me. You know, like, so me and you go out and do that YouTube thing. We're gonna have some kind of bet, $1 on the first.
Oh, facts.
$1 on the biggest, $1 on the boat.
Yeah.
You know, that's the deal. I mean, that's just the way that keeps everybody going. You know, you go out there and you're crack your beer open and sit back here and have a great time, yeah, that's good. But you add a little competition to it,
it makes a big difference.
It makes a big difference.
It does. It really does.
And that's what I enjoy. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's been a blast, and like I said, I'll help you in any way I can. You just let me know.
Yeah, man. I certainly appreciate it. Certainly appreciate it.
That camera, that thing's weird.
Yeah, GoPro. It's a hero session, but
You wear that thing fishing all the time?
well, there's different attachments. You can wear it on your head like Powroznik. He does it on the clip. You know, you can do it like here, which it feels like kind of like a bra. They call it a chessie. They got a suction cup. You can put it on your dash. There's all kinds of different stuff, man.
How about this thing?
What's that? Okay, that would be an attachment to probably put in where your boat seat goes.
Yeah, that goes in your light.
That's it.
No, it goes in
where your light goes.
So it keeps power
That's
to your
it.
It keeps power to your deal. How about that?
Yes, sir.
You want that?
You gonna give it to me?
Yeah. Take that thing.
Hell yeah.
I don't know much about it.
Yeah. I'll check it out. I was thinking it goes in where your seat goes, but it actually goes in your front light post.
It goes in like where your back light is right there. You can adjust it so it's.
I've never seen this before, but yeah, it's.
So you don't have to wear that thing around your chest and all that while you're fishing anymore. You can just gleam it on you, catches everything.
Yeah, just stick it right there in the back. Well, actually, the back's going to be kind of like at an angle, but.
No, on the Rangers, they're straight up. Like once it gets like you can adjust it to whatever height.
Okay.
So like on mine.
Yeah, mine's over here. It's a Perco 372V.
If it doesn't matter, I mean, it'll still be kind of up, but
Yeah,
the thing
you can
is,
adjust it.
You
Yeah,
can
turn.
adjust this
Yeah.
to whatever height
Angle
or
too,
angle
yeah.
you want it. But like in mine, so it's just like that. Then you can
Adjust the height.
raise it up or height.